So I was thinking the other day about the Shinju. After the latest chapter, chapter 6, and we saw Jura. So it's really interesting because they call themselves self-aware Shinju, and after thinking about it, I think they're sentient divine trees.
Mm.
Immortal, do you have anything to add to that? Like, what do you think about that?
Well, divine trees, ten tails, Shinjus. I think we all know what they are, but I think what towards the end of the chapter when they show like Jura reading reading books and trying to gain more knowledge, and I think he mentioned how the more knowledge he gains, the more questions arise, and the more he's just aware of his own ignorance, which is basically him learning what it means to basically be human at some level, similar to Mitsuki. So it's interesting. He's a
Yeah,
self-aware divine. They're all self-aware divine trees, and they're trying to learn what does it mean to be human. At a
yeah,
sense, it's like I would consider them evil, but everything like this goes back to what we've talked about like streams. I think like some stream ago when we were talking about how whether or not if Boruto killing the Shinjus is morally wrong, since everything
yeah.
they do is based off of instinct and they're
Trust
just
me.
learning. We were just debating the moral implications of, whether or not if killing the Shinjus is a morally right thing to do. Well, one of us had the side of, well, no, because they're technically, well, in a sense, just like they're sort of like newborn babies. They're learning and they're just absorbing knowledge like a sponge. Well, Jora is. I don't know about the other Shinjus. And Jora is a very interesting character to me because he seems to be the most wisest and knowledgeable of all the Shinjus. And we see him reading books trying to find answers, but we don't know what those answers are. Of course, Naruto, like learning about Naruto, maybe the world, who knows what he was doing towards the end of the chapter. We do see him reading books, so he is trying to figure something out, trying to find an answer to whatever questions he has.
I was
And
wondering where those books came from.
we
He's talking
didn't
like all these books here. So was there either just conveniently all those books in that dimension, or did Jura just like this crazy alien tree looking guy just waltz into the local library and buy some books and then just left? Like, where did he get
Yeah.
those?
yeah, Kishimoto's got to explain that because there's no way. Because like in the
Oh, he's not
chapters
going to.
No,
in the
no.
But
last chapter, like we don't see any books there, and we didn't know like it was like what some sort of library where you can just get a book and just read it, like in that sort of dimension. Because I was assuming that they're still in the pen, the Ten Tails pen, or maybe in a divine tree of some sort. But if that divine tree has books and
Yeah.
stuff in it,
yeah,
I
I
I
think
mean,
they're at the
it's
roots,
weird
yeah.
because I'm like, okay, if it's like Ishiki's dimension and these are just like Ishiki's books, okay, maybe, but like, but what kind of books does Ishiki have in that case to teach him
this
about humanity? Like, it feels like
this
he was like Sai and he was reading books like Sai, but then it means he had
Mhm.
to go to some basic library.
Bro, Kamui, this is so funny. This goes a lot. Listen, you're gonna hate me for this, but people have seriously been considering Jura to be Kakashi because he read a book. That's along the
some
same
people
lines of why people think he's Kawaki. No offense.
some people thought
I
Jorah was
mean, he
Gara.
must be Sai then. Sai was reading books for the same reason.
And Naruto read
Like, I mean,
Jiraiya's book. Maybe he is Naruto.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
he is
say Jorah
Naruto.
is Kawaki's counterpart. Other people believe Jorah is Gara because of the hairstyle and the no eyebrows thing.